You know, when I was serving my time in prison, there used to be a mantra that said, from administrators, that would say, we don't really care anything about your life after you get out of prison. All we care about is the security of the institution. But that's really changed under the current leadership. Thanks to the president's passage and support of the First Step Act and the new director, Director Marshall, and Deputy Director Josh Smith, there is a real push and a movement to improve outcomes for all people in the criminal justice system. And that's the reason that our team at Prison Professors is investing so heavily to build a pathway that shows what does success look like. And you can see that on our leaderboards, which I will share with you right here. If you're visiting the prisonprofessors.org website, super simple to click profiles in the top right hand of the page, and then you will see on the very top Prison Profiles home, the directory where you can find various people, the leaderboards, and the impact. So the leaderboards, as I've described in the previous tutorials, they're really showing who is working the hardest to advance, and they're earning points along the way. So anybody who is developing a pathway or a profile that memorializes all the strategies that they are using can earn points in various ways. One as a 30-day leader who's adding the most content this month, as an individual achiever who's done the most over a sustained period of time, and as a tribal leader. These are 3 different point systems, and you have an opportunity to rise up the leaderboard. It's not only individuals, but you could also see on our impact page, which I'll discuss in the next video, there are even opportunities for facilities to rise up in leaderboards. We could see which institutions are most active. And our mission is to try and get every institution to compete and show who is rising the highest, which administrators are really working the hardest to help more people position themselves for success upon release. This is really the CEO mindset that I use to get through 26 years in prison, and it's what I use when I try and encourage other people who have to live with the complexities of a criminal conviction. We want them to develop that mindset of figuring out, how am I going to advance? How am I going to differentiate myself from other people? How can I measure my progress every single day? And the harder somebody works at building this path, the more effective they are going to be at persuading others to advocate on their behalf. So I would encourage you to learn about our leaderboards and then do the work necessary on your own profile so that you could rise up the leaderboard yourself. I am Michael Santos, founder of Prison Professors, and I believe in you.